What's in here is a winch. I do small engine repair. Don't necessarily need a trailer for the hauling that I'm doing. So I'm going to mount a winch in the bed of my pickup truck. It's enclosed, it has a cap on it, and this will allow me to move the riding lawn mowers and walk behind mowers a little bit easier up into the bed of my truck. My truck doesn't sit extremely high. It's just a two-wheel drive full-size truck, and it's an older two-wheel drive truck, so it doesn't set as high as some of the newer ones. But anyways, let's will get it to where I can do that. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and it's a 1700 utility winch. Let's go ahead and pull this off here. Oh, it looks fair. Looks like it's pretty good quality. It comes with the remote. It does power out, does power in, or you can pull this knob out, twist it to hold position, and then this will pull out. This is what they call a Haas fair lead. They have roller fair leads, which are nicer and are better, but for the price, they're not going to add that on there. The cable, I think, was over 40 foot, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, these go to a battery, but looks like a pretty decent unit. These things are so simple. What I'm hoping to do on this is mount it in the bed of my truck. Remember, rolling in your winch, always hang on to the strap. Okay, so now you've seen the unboxing, and I'm in the process of putting together something that will allow me to mount this. And what I'm doing with it is mounting it on the bed rails up high, so that when the cable is stretched out the full length of my 8-foot bed, that it'll clear the tailgate as it goes all the way out to the mower that's sitting at the end of 8-foot ramps. Anyways, here's the rig so far. You can see the way it's set up from the 1978 to 1996 on the F150s. It's the same dimension. It's 65 inches from outside to the outside. It's a little over an 1/8-inch thick wall tube, which might be a little overkill, but I wanted to make sure that it didn't bend. I'm going to make 2 more plates that I've got to cut, and those plates will have holes drilled in the exact same corresponding locations. And what these will do is, this will be on the bed rail to the inside of the bed. Of course, the bed rail will be there, and on like in my case, 95 F150, it's a relatively thin piece of metal then for the bed rail. So I'm going to have another plate just like this one on the opposite side of the bed rail with 2 holes drilled in it, and then I'll just bolt it and sandwich it all together. That should keep it from tearing. Anyways, I wanted to show you what I was going to sandwich the bed rail with. Of course, those are the end plates. And then this here is just it's just crappy welded. I don't want to have to hold the nuts up there, so I welded them on. But anyways, you can see it goes in. There's a notch that I had to cut to clear. Oops, sorry, I had it backwards. A notch that I had to cut to clear some stake pocket reinforcement that comes off the top rail and goes over to the stake pocket. I had to cut this bolt a little bit short because it's the small one, and again, the stake pocket reinforcement sticks out, or the stake pocket itself sticks out, so it had to be cut short so it didn't push itself through it or whatever. Probably push it through it. But anyways, that's so far what I've got going. I just have to go test fit it in. It was a tight fit. 65 inches is right at it. So I wanted to show you what it looks like here. I got the 3 bolts in there. I used a smaller bolt in the back just because the plate was cut down to clear that reinforcement. Like I said, that's up inside here. Up on top there's a reinforcement for the bed rail and the pocket. There you go, you can see the plate and the nuts. And it's just sandwiched in there. It's very solid, a lot more solid than I thought it was going to be. Really solid. I mean, it's locked in. It doesn't want to move at all. So what I'll do now is position the winch up here. Make sure that it's centered real well. Mark a couple holes. Mount the winch, or mark the winch and mount it. See what it looks like. Again, it's going to look ugly because I'm not going to paint it. And we'll go from there. But so far so good, and thanks for watching. Okay, here we are with the winch installed. This is the update to the installation. Right now I temporarily have it hooked up to jumper cables that are running through the cab of the truck. I wanted to do a quick demonstration to show you the strength. It's pretty decent. The rails that I've used as cross rails seem to not hardly bow at all, if any. I've got the cable stretched out. Even with it mounted high, and this is a two-wheel drive truck and it doesn't sit very tall, I am at an angle. The cable will catch the tailgate, across the tailgate. So you'll need a piece of wood or something in there to take care of that. This is the tractor that's been here since 1975 when Sears delivered it, and I'm just using it as an example. This lifting that I'm doing here is probably the once it's on the ramps, it's only like maybe the second time it's been off the property. So I wanted to show you, it's got wheel weights. It's a cast iron engine. The tractor is relatively heavy, even though it's a smaller tractor, and it's got a plow on it. So this will probably be the heaviest that I lift. My son's helping me. He's got the controller, so I can do some little bit of steering, although it's relatively slow. So we'll go ahead and winch it in and show you what it's like. I don't know if you can see back there, but the winch isn't bowing hardly at all. And this is quite a bit of weight that's going up the ramp, considering that most of my stuff's lawn and garden. I don't normally have stuff with this much weight on it. You can see it's not bowing or anything. It's doing a good job. This is probably the heaviest part of the load. It's going up front. Still going just fine. I even had the brake on a little bit to keep it from rolling. Alright, bud, that's good. So you can see it does a good job. It's like I said, it's not really bowing at all. Even if I screw on a little bit with this weight hanging off, it's not really causing a problem. So that mounting did work fine for what I'm going to do, and I don't think that we're going to see much for issues with the smaller garden tractors that I normally haul. I said I've got the brake on a little bit so it didn't roll, so I'll take that off to help it roll back down and go ahead and unspool it. See, we're almost back down. The plow's going to start hitting here. Cause somewhat of an issue, but I'll lift it. Maybe that'll help it out. Okay, bud. So you can see it it does a pretty good job, and like I said, this is about the most weight that I'm going to end up moving up and down this. Some of the bigger garden tractors, the Simplicity Landlords and the Sears GTs, the older Sears GT mowers, the ones that have real tall seats, they have a hard time clearing this anyways, but this will work out just fine. So I will give you another update whenever I finally have a battery installed and let you know how I've done that. But I just wanted to let you see that the thing actually works and does what it's supposed to, and that you can do it too. It's not very hard. Thanks for watching.